an update on my Pan That palette. I didn't do an update last month. I meant to, I just never got around to it. August was crazy, we started back at school. I just never ended up doing it. Honestly, I don't have as much progress as I would have liked in these anyway, just because at this point in the year, I'm kind of done with these. I'm having a hard time forcing myself to use them every day. So I've been using some of my other palettes a little bit more. I got the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette semi-recently, and I've been loving using that. And I've just been wanting to play with other palettes. So I haven't been reaching for these every day, but I'll go ahead and share with you guys the progress that I made over the last 2 months. So I'm going to start with my Clinique palette. So this is the Clinique Color Surge Eyeshadow Duo, and this one is in Pink Tweed. I believe last month I had finished off this one of the shadows, I'm pretty sure. And then the other one I'm still working on. I'm going to show it to you guys this month, and then I'm going to depot it and put it into the other palette so that I have just 2 palettes to reach for instead of 3. So first I'm going to share with you guys what this looked like in my last update. Alright, so here's the Clinique palette now. I think this one was gone the last update. I can't remember for sure. This one is the one I've been working on. I've been using this all over my lid quite a bit. This bottom piece broke off, so it's still in there. It's still usable, but it just broke off from the pan. So I figured since that already happened, I might as well just shatter the rest of it, put it into that Maybelline quad, and then use it that way. This casing I broke anyway, so like I broke off a plastic piece down here, and so it doesn't stay shut anymore anyway, so I might as well just depot it into one that does, and then that way I just have 2 palettes to reach for instead of 3. So this color, again, is still one that I like. It's actually the one that I just shared in my Play by Sephora unboxing box. It looks pretty much the same as that color. I don't absolutely love it. I don't love wearing it all over my lids. I tend to put it all over my lids and then mix other stuff in, but I'm still working on it. I made good progress. I've made much more pan than there was, so we're working on it. The next palette that I have is the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, and this one I actually dropped today, so it might look like there's more progress, but that's only because I shattered a bunch of product out of 2 of the shadows, so that was unfortunate. But I am making good progress in this. I think I've hit pan on 1 shade since you guys last saw it, and then I just destroyed a bunch of shadow out of that same shade today, but I am feeling like I'm making good progress in it. This is the only palette of the 3 that I'm sharing with you guys right now that I haven't gotten sick of and that I still really like to use in conjunction with other palettes on an everyday basis. So this is the one that even if I'm not using the other palettes, I am still happy to reach for because it's so good and basic to use, just like the name implies, that I can use it with a bunch of different other looks or palettes, and it's still great to use with those. So first I'm going to share with you guys what this looked like in my last update. Alright, so here's my Naked Basics palette. If it looks like it's a mess, it's because I dropped this while I was filming another video and I shattered a bunch of the black out of it, so you guys can probably see that. It looks like there's a lot more progress in the black, only because I shattered it, and I shattered a bunch of Venus out here from the top, which makes me sad because I actually really like that color. But here's the progress that I've made so far. So I've made more progress out of the bottom edge of Naked 2. I use this one pretty much every day no matter what I'm using. So I've made progress down here. I've almost cleared out this side, so I'm sure that will probably be gone by my next update. I really like this color as a crease color. It works super, super well, and it blends really nicely, and that's probably, these 2 are probably my favorite thing out of this palette. So Walk of Shame over here, I've continued to work on. I've made more pan up here and probably down here a little bit. That I always use to blend out my crease into my brow bone transition, and I feel like these 2 make my eye looks look a lot more natural, and I love both of these. I think these 2 are great. I haven't really done anything with Faint or Crave, so those 2 are sitting unused. My main goal is for these 4 over here, and then once I finish off this one, I'll probably move more into Faint. Foxy is still going pretty strong. I use this as a brow bone anytime I use these colors as my main palette. I like it fine. There's nothing amazing about it. I probably have a little bit more pan. And then Venus, I've made pan. I don't think there was pan last time I showed this to you guys. So I've made pan down here. It's probably not going to take me too long to clear out this section now that I broke a bunch of it out. So I figure I'll probably be able to finish off this one and this one before the year ends. I really do like this palette though. I wish it weren't broken. The reason that I started panning it in the first place was because it looked so janky because I had broken this piece off and it just doesn't travel as well as it used to anymore. But I really do like this palette. The Naked Basics palette is coming out and I'm really excited about that. I'm probably going to get that even though I already have this one because I love this one so much. And then the last palette that I have that I'm going to share with you guys right now is the Maybelline Eye Studio Quad in Matte for Mauve. This one still has only just the one shadow that I'm going to be working on, and then I'm going to depot the one from the Clinique shadow into this one next month. The green, I've said over and over and over again, it's a beautiful color in the palette. It looks like it'd be nice, but it does not work on my eyes. It just blends away to nothing and just disappears, and then I end up hating my eye looks. So that one I'm not using. It's still in the palette. I'm just going to throw it away when I'm done with the other two colors that'll be in here, but I'll show you the one that I'm working on right now. So first I'm going to show you what it looked like 2 months ago. Alright, so here's that Maybelline Quad. So I've emptied out some more shadow over here. I used this one mostly in the outer corner and under my lower lash line, so it's getting there. I'm making progress, but this is definitely slow progress because I don't use this one all over my lid or anything like that. It's a lot slower. Again, this one I don't use at all. I'm going to depot the Clinique shadow into this spot over here, I think, so that way I just have those two to reach for. So that is it for my Pan That Palette update. I know it's been a couple of months, but that's the progress that I've made. I know it isn't as much as I'd like it to be, but that's just because I'm not reaching for it as much as I probably should. But I'm sure that I will probably at least finish off these two by the end of the year. I think those two will be done. I'm sure I'll still have my Naked Basics palette, but I do like that palette. I don't mind that because it is such a great everyday palette and it works so well. I think it's a really great palette to have just to mix in with other palettes and other shadows and single shadows as well. So that is it for my progress. I would love to know if you are doing the Pan That Palette challenge with any palettes. Let me know that in the comments below. I will definitely go check that out because I'm curious about what you guys are doing and how it's going for you. If you have any questions for me, leave those in the comments down below as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.